welcome back to RealAg Radio. It's now time for our weekly Rocky Talk segment, which is brought to you by Rocky Mountain Equipment. Rocky Mountain Equipment, dependability is what we do. Find out more information at rockymtn.com. And joining me right now from Rocky Mountain Equipment is Jim Wood. Jim, how's it going?
Good, Sean. Yourself?
Doing really well. So today, Jim, we're going to talk about the current state of the ag equipment industry from a couple different angles. I guess we're almost through 2018. How would you sum up this year?
Well, it's been definitely challenging, but I've said that before. But I would say from a Canadian standpoint, we had a really long, drawn-out harvest. We have some steel tariffs we're dealing with. There just always seems to be something in our business that affects us. But overall, we're happy. We're happy with the results. We're not ecstatic, but we just announced Q3, and sales are pretty much in line with where they were last year. So we haven't seen any huge increases, but we're definitely holding our own.
Yeah, you mentioned the steel and aluminum tariffs. When I was at Agritrade, I started to hear more of that topic coming up, not just from some of the manufacturers, but also, of course, farmers as well, being concerned about possible price increases. What have you been seeing? What impact has it had?
Well, we definitely saw a price increase for our 2019 pre-sales. Some of it was due to the exchange rates because of our dollar, and some of it was due to the steel tariffs or perceived steel tariffs. So it's definitely had an impact on our pricing, that's for sure.
Yes, so much of this, how much equipment the new equipment goes into the market is totally dependent on obviously farm profitability that's very, very tied to commodity prices, and then you add in some like steel and aluminum tariffs, and it definitely has an impact as well. So as you look ahead to the 2019 year, have you started to sort of pencil out what you guys are expecting in 19 for equipment sales?
Yeah, well, we're definitely cautious moving into 19. We've seen some headwinds with the pricing. Probably a highlight, a positive is our used equipment is priced very well compared to new. We do have a lot of late model used trades, so that's always enticing for the customer that maybe wants to upgrade but doesn't want to necessarily pay the price of the new one. So we've got that. We've got some good pre-owned programs, good pre-owned warranties. So commodities seem to be holding their own. They're not. We haven't seen any huge increases, but and the balance sheet seemed to be fairly decent with the producers, what I've seen so far. So yeah, hopefully 2019 is a consistent year. Like I say, we're pessimistically optimistic. How's that?
And Jim, you were mentioning pre-owned and late model. You recently opened up a store in Kansas City. What's that about?
Yeah, so we're pretty excited about it. It's our first launch into the U.S. market. It gives us an opportunity to move our late model pre-owned used into the U.S. and try that market out. And we're based out of Tonganoxie, Kansas, which is just outside of Kansas City, and we feel that's very central to Iowa, Nebraska, Missouri, Kansas. It also helps us out too because the combine factory for Case IH in New Holland is in Grand Island, Nebraska, which is about 4 hours away. So we're able to haul equipment down to Tonganoxie when we're headed down there to haul a new combine back for us.
And just in case the audience missed the name of the store, what was the name of the store again?
Yeah, so it's called RME Deal Zone USA. So, and that'll be the website as well.
Cool. Well, Jim, congratulations on opening up that new venture in the U.S., and thanks a lot for joining us here on Rocky Talk.
Yes, thanks, Sean.
That is Jim Wood from Rocky Mountain Equipment. If you want to find out more about Rocky Mountain Equipment, you can go to rockymtn.com. We'll be right back on RealAg Radio right after this.